All right, gun owners, this is a breaking alert. There is gun control votes scheduled for next week in the Pennsylvania House of Representatives. This is an urgent alert for all gun owners across the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. And this is an action alert. We're asking folks to watch this video and then take action. I'm going to drop links into the comment section for you so that you guys can contact your state representatives and demand that they vote no on these gun control bills. So I'm gonna drop that link in the comment section right now, and I'm going to ask you folks to take action on that. But also in this video, I am going to highlight the 8 Republicans that we're very concerned that might break ranks with the Republican caucus and actually join the Democrats to help them pass this gun control. So folks, we're going to do all of that in this video really quickly. You guys can see I've already dropped the link to contact your state representatives in the comment section. But here's the 4 gun control bills so far that we know that the Democrats under Speaker Joanna McClinton, who was given that gavel by Democrat Frank Burns, here's the 4 gun control bills that we know they're going to be voting on next Monday and Tuesday. Number 1 is red flag gun confiscation. For those of you who have been in the fight for our Second Amendment freedoms for any amount of time, you will know that red flag laws destroy due process for gun owners by allowing you to have your guns taken away without you ever being charged, tried, or convicted of a crime. Very bad stuff. It's the left's weapon to disarm their political opponents without ever having to go through the bother of adjudication or having to prove it to the courts. They can simply go and have your guns taken away from you, and you have no recourse. You can try to prove to a judge later on that you weren't going to commit a crime, but that's some Minority Report bullshit. So that's number 1, red flag gun confiscation. Number 2 is statewide gun registration. They want to outlaw the private sale of firearms between free individuals, and by doing that, they're creating a database of every gun and gun owner in the state so that they can track, trace, and register gun owners like we are sex offenders. That's statewide gun registration is the cornerstone, the absolute foundation upon which the gun grabbers want to implement statewide gun confiscation for the day that they can get a bill passed that outlaws AR-15s or firearms like that retroactively. They want to do it. We all saw what they would love to do to us when we saw the reaction to Charlie Kirk getting murdered. So this is not beyond the realm of theoretical anymore. They want to do these things. So that's number 2. So number 1, red flag gun confiscation. Number 2, statewide gun registration. Number 3, they are trying to ban the private sale of the private manufacturing of firearms and firearm parts. I don't have to lecture anybody who grew up in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania to remind you that the Pennsylvania rifle was manufactured by private citizens. It's literally how we have a country today. They want to ban this. They want, including this bill, as a ban on 3D printing of parts and guns and stuff like that. So. Pardon me. We have a country because of the private sale or private manufacturing of firearms in America, and it has never been regulated by our country or by our states at all until this stuff comes along. So that's number 3. Number 4, there is a waiting period on purchasing firearms. If you purchase a firearm, you would be obligated under this bill that the Democrats are trying to pass on Monday of next week. You'd be outlawed until from purchasing another firearm until 30 days have passed. All of this is in direct violation to Bruin, the Supreme Court decisions. It's nasty, nasty stuff. And this is coming to the floor of the House next week. I'm urging everybody to click the link with this video. Now I want to highlight 8 Republicans that are in the House of Representatives right now that are our number 1 worry that they would defect and go over to the gun-grabbing, communist, political violence condoning left and vote with them. Number 1, let's talk about Valerie Gatos. Valerie Gatos is one of 9 Republicans that voted for this gun control back in 2023. I'm asking you guys to screenshot these photos as they get popped up here on the screen and call these people's offices, these state representatives' offices, and tell them, don't you freaking dare. There is no compromising with the radical left anymore. We see what peaceful discourse does with these people. And it's important to note, too, that Valerie Gatos and the other 7 Republicans that I'm going to highlight here, it's important to understand that they voted for statewide gun registration or red flag gun confiscation back in 2023, and they were still attacked by the Democrats in the 2024 elections. So it didn't buy them any political cover at all whatsoever, and yet they still did it. So call Valerie Gatos. She's over there in Western Pennsylvania at 717-787-6651, or simply screenshot this on your phone or whatever you're watching on this video on right now. Number 2, let's talk about Casey Tomlinson. She's another one of the 8 that are currently still in office that last time when we needed her broke ranks, joined the Democrats, and voted for this gun control, and successfully, because of them, passed it out and sent it over to the Senate. So Casey Tomlinson, call her office at that number right there. You guys can screenshot all of these and make these phone calls. Number 3, let's talk about Martina White. Martina White, just another one of them who voted against your Second Amendment, voted against Article 1, Section 21 of the Pennsylvania Constitution. These people swear an oath to these constitutions when they get into office, but yet when we needed them, when gun owners needed them to hold firm, hold fast, they didn't. They broke ranks, joined the Democrats, and voted for gun control. Martina White is one of them. Natalie Mihalik, I don't know what it is, Mihalik. She's another one. She voted with the Democrats. She did not do what she said to voters that she would do and defend the Second Amendment. She voted for gun control in 2023. It's unconscionable. And I don't even need to sit here and talk about how things have changed so much. I mean, a whole heck of a lot has changed since September 10th. But for these people to turn their backs on gun owners and vote for gun control right now would be absolute betrayal. I'm just going to keep powering through these here real quick. Kristen Marcel, she voted against your Second Amendment freedoms. She joined the Democrats last time, and I'm pretty sure the bill that she voted on was Bloomberg's statewide gun registration bill. I mean, these people, when you stop and think about it, statewide gun registration is the bill that Michael Bloomberg has been funding the passage of in states all across America for a very long time. He's still going to attack her. His organizations, Ceasefire PA, the Lion Kami Mommy Brigade over at Moms Demanding Some Action, they will still attack Kristen Marcel in the upcoming elections in 2026. She thinks that by turning her back on her base, she somehow buys protection from that. It's retarded, is what it is. Cheryl Delosier, she's another one voted. What the heck is up with this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 women out of the 8 here. Six of the 8 are women. Why are they doing this? What the hell is going on here? Do they have some kind of a, like, I don't know. You need to have a stronger spine than what these 6 women are exhibiting right now. They all campaign like they're Charlton Heston, but they all broke ranks and stabbed you in the back in 2023. We can't let them do it again. We cannot let these Republicans join the Democrats to vote for gun control, because if they do, they are going to sabotage any efforts or any attempts that are underway right now to reclaim the Republican majorities. And we have a better chance of defeating gun control when Republicans control the General Assembly. These 6, and let's talk about the other 2. Let's talk about Joe Hogan here. Look at this guy. He looks like he's right out of Central Casting, right? What the hell is he thinking joining the Democrats? We all know now what the Democrats actually think of us. We all saw the celebration that took place on X and on Blue Sky and all over the place, where people celebrated the murder of Charlie Kirk, who got murdered right in front of his wife and kids. They loved it. They loved it. So the idea that people like Joe Hogan and this next one here, and of course, screenshot these, that Joe Hogan and Craig Williams and Martina White and Cheryl Delosier and all these ladies, Valerie Gatos, the idea that they would compromise on anything anymore when these When they have made it clear that they do not have any interest whatsoever anymore in peacefully coexisting with us. In fact, they jump for joy. They celebrate the blood of the innocent dead whenever they get the opportunity. It's absolutely preposterous. So, folks, I'm asking you right now to make those phone calls, to send those emails, especially those phone calls. We really need those phone calls to be made, because these are the 8 Republicans that are in the current Republican caucus that have a demonstrated track record of selling gun owners out, of betraying the Second Amendment, of voting against their base. Okay, so please contact those 8 Republicans, and I should have dropped all of their phone numbers in one comment so you guys could screenshot that one, but I didn't, so sorry about that. Please make those phone calls and light up your state representatives and tell them, don't you dare. There's a political situation here. And again, all of this is going to be voted on next Monday and Tuesday. Second reading, AKA floor debate and amendments. All of that stuff will take place on Monday of next week. But then on Tuesday will be the final passage vote. But there's a political situation here that's unfolding that everybody should be aware of. Number one, the Democrats are trying very hard to take advantage of these tragedies to pass their gun control. But I kind of fail to understand how exactly they think that radicalized, sometimes transvestites, murdering innocent Christians, or like that thug down in North Carolina who just butchered that white girl right in front of him that was sitting on that train. He stood up and said, I got that white girl. I got that white girl. How we can translate that into a necessity for gun control is beyond me. But there's another situation going on here, and this is very likely what's happening. You see, Democrat Representative Frank Burns is desperately trying to save his seat in the Pennsylvania General Assembly. Don't forget the Democrats have a 1-seat majority right now. 1 seat. Democrat Frank Burns likes to go around telling everybody that he is pro-gun. But here's the dirty secret that Frank Burns doesn't want you to hear. It is his vote for Joanna McClinton as the Speaker of the House that put Tim Briggs as the chairman of the Judiciary Committee that passed these gun control bills yesterday. It is Frank Burns' vote for Joanna McClinton as Speaker of the House that is putting these bills on the floor of the Pennsylvania House next Monday and Tuesday. So right now there is a concerted effort to expose the fact that Frank Burns is doing the bidding of the gun control crowd, but he is desperate to get reelected. And so there's a very good chance that they're putting these bills on the floor, not only to put pressure on the Senate, but also to try to save Frank Burns' ass. Because here's what's going to happen. He voted for Joanna McClinton as Speaker. He voted for Tim Briggs as chairman of the Judiciary Committee, but yet maybe next Monday, he'll probably vote against these gun control bills, and then he'll campaign all throughout Cambria County saying, look, I'm pro-gun. I voted against the gun control bills. You see what's happening here? They're doing this to protect that 1 seat in the Pennsylvania House, Frank Burns. So right now, all that has to happen for us to kill these bills is for the entire Republican caucus to simply vote no. If the entire Republican caucus sticks together and votes no, Frank Burns is going to be exposed for the degenerate leftist activist that he is when he voted for Joanna McClinton, the most anti-gun, radical left Speaker of the House that has ever held the gavel in Pennsylvania. So there is a lot on the line here. They're also setting this up to put pressure on the Senate Republican caucus. They only need to flip 2 seats in order to get this gun control passed. They're trying to put these gun control bills on the governor's desk so that he can campaign on them in his presidential run. There is so much at stake right now with these gun control bills, and you and I can make the difference here. So please, folks, click the link with this video and contact your state representatives. It's in the comment section already. I'll probably just drop it in there once more so you guys can see it. There it is. Click the link, send an email to your state representative, especially if you live in one of these districts like Valerie Gatos. Valerie Gatos out there on the east side or west side of Pittsburgh She has zero excuse. She campaigns like she's pro-gun. She says she defends the Constitution. She talks about the Constitution. But when we needed her, Valerie Gatos stabbed everybody in the back. She stabbed every Second Amendment supporter in this Commonwealth in the back when she voted for this crap. So, like I said, there is a whole lot on the line. I'm asking you folks to contact your state reps and tell them absolutely not. Like Francis says here, shall not be questioned. That's it. And it's important to note, and we saw this yesterday in committee, that everything that they're talking about here, all this gun control, this entire package of the radical left Democrats' gun control agenda, it's all, number one, it's all already codified in the law in places like Chicago. And every night that it's over 70 degrees on a Friday night in Chicago, the place turns into a freaking war zone. It's because of the criminal class that the radical left has manufactured by destroying families, destroying churches, pumping kids full of psychotropic drugs, and letting kids go out and get gender reassignment surgeries. This trans stuff is manufacturing these monsters. And yet, this is what they're still trying to do. So number one, it's already been tried in places like Chicago. It's not worked. It's been it only empowers the criminal class. And number two, everything they're trying to pass has already been ruled unconstitutional by the courts. Does not stop them, because the radical left, the communist left, number one, more than anything, is only interested in total political power. That's it. It's a zero-sum game. It's either they win and take away all of our gun rights, which means they destroy every single one of our freedoms, or we win and we get to keep our rights and freedoms for generations to come. So there's a lot on the line. I'm asking folks to watch this video. Please share this video on your own Facebook pages. It's a great way to force multiply everything that we're doing here. Tag your friends in the comment section after you share it and say, hey, guys, we need you on this one. We need you on this one. The gun vote mobilized big time in the 2024 elections. Huge. Obviously, we've been seeing massive results. Great things out of D.C. as a result of that. But we need to mobilize right now. And let's say worst case scenario that we're unsuccessful at stopping this stuff in the House. We have got to put as much pressure on House Republicans as possible and make it as politically painful for House Republicans in the House in general to pass this, just to send the message over to the Senate and say, look, if you do this, you guys are hanging on by a 2-seat thread over there. Again, all the Democrats have to do to take total control of Pennsylvania government and have a Democrat radical left trifecta is they have to flip 2 state Senate seats in the coming elections in 2026, and they will have total control. So we have to make it as politically painful as possible for any of these rhino Republicans to even consider breaking ranks and betraying, becoming Benedict Arnolds like we called them back in 2023. We have to make it as painful as possible so that Senate Republicans get the message. Don't you dare. So, yeah, Doug says, read and understand the Constitution. These people know exactly what they're doing when they are violating our Constitution by passing this gun control. JD says, Democrats need to take our guns, so when they plan to take over the country, we can't stop them. That is 100% accurate, JD. 100% accurate. You nailed it right on the head. I like this. My buddy Brent says 2A. That's it. Blank. Here's my registration. Absolutely. Thanks a lot for watching this, folks. Please take action. Again, call through those phone numbers earlier in this video. Please call through those phone numbers. We'll probably do individual videos on those individual legislators in the very near future. But it is all hands on deck. This gun control is coming for a vote next week, Monday and Tuesday. I'm asking folks to jump in to this fight right now. You guys can also go to our website. I should have had that up here, but you guys can go to Pennsylvania Firearms Association.org. I'd ask for you to sign up and become a member if you're not one already. Please, if you are already a member, hit the donate button. Chip in $5, $10, $20, whatever you guys can afford to help us put pressure on these 8 Republicans in their districts, 2 gun voters, so we can drive up the possibility of stopping this gun control as much as we possibly can. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. I'll be back with more as this situation develops, but it's already developed.